via TV phone, this little piece of technology we send out around the country. People plug it into the phone jack,
yeah.
and then we just talk to them and we can see them while we're talking to them, right?
Great, fantastic.
All right, Janeane Garofalo will be our guest tonight. And I'd like to introduce you to the latest addition to the LoveLine family, Diane Farr. Diane? Let's start in with these LoveLine rewinds. You want to set it up, Drew?
First one is a show that originally aired in January of '97. Nikki, she apparently had a guy at school who stole her panties.
I lived in the dorms and I was going downstairs to do laundry, and I went down and I was doing my laundry and I saw one of my guy friends down there, and we were talking and just having fun, and then I got a page, so I went upstairs to call back the person, and I came back down and my friend was gone and my laundry was done. So I was taking out my laundry and I noticed that 2 of my panties were missing, and I know they were there. And I want to confront the guy. I mean, I want back my panties.
Oh, all right. So, Nikki, you're here now.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you. See, that's been a good year for you. All right, so the 2 panties were missing. You're sure the 2 panties didn't just take up and go start a better life for themselves?
No, they were gone.
So the guy stole.
We didn't get to hear our answer, but I assume we told you to confront him.
Right,
and what
correct.
happened?
Well, you told me to confront him, and I did, and it turns out that he was rushing a fraternity, and it was one of his fraternity pledges to, he was assigned to take my underwear.
I tried this
so.
about 6 months ago. It's like, Adam, they threw you out of junior college in 1984.
Give us back the panties.
So he needed the panties as part of the...
Correct. He was told to come and get my panties, and at the same time when I was telling him this, he also told me that he had a crush on me and he wanted to date me, and I told him I had a boyfriend, and I also told him that that wasn't, you know, the way to come and talk to a girl. If you're interested in her, you don't take her underwear.
The way to a woman's heart is not through the underwear drawer.
That's actually good. I mean, was it a painful thing to go through, or was it okay? Because you were kind of worried about it last year.
Yeah, that bothered me that some guy is taking my underwear out of my dryer. I mean,
is he still your neighbor?
He lives like down the ways in the dorms.
Anything funny with him since?
No, like I see him every now and then. We say like hi, you know, but that's all. So.
Oh, good. You started yourself. That's great.
Wow. And tell us, give us a quick testimonial of how LoveLine empowered you to take on the storm bully.
You guys are so great. Well, you just told me to confront him, and I did, and I took your advice seriously, and it helped me.
Good.
So, thank you.
Well, I hope
Things
you
are
learned
much
your
better.
lesson.
What was the lesson you learned? Assert yourself in all situations.
No, girls in college shouldn't be wearing panties. I think that's the clear-cut message here.
Let's go on to the next one. This is a show. Omar Epps was the guest. It originally aired in December of 1997. Monica, her brother, was stealing her porn. His porn. Her porn. This is Monica. Monica.
Yes, I have a problem. I wonder how in the world I can get my brother to stop stealing my stuff. I mean, it's like, okay, I have this trunk in the back of my closet. Okay, it's filled with pornographic magazines, videotapes, and blah, 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 yeah. And so first time I didn't even know he was doing it because I didn't even know that he knew that I had it until I finally found out that he was stealing it. Okay, no big deal. I ransacked his room and got it back. This time I locked the trunk, and what he did was take a big, long knife and cut a hole the size of his hand so that he can dig in there and steal it.
Monica, how old is your brother?
15. And so I ran. Go ahead.
Well, here's what I would have done. I would have just tunneled, gone in the underpinning of the house, cut a hole in the bottom of the subfloor, went in through the bottom.
I don't know what we can actually address here except the fact that he's stealing from her, and that she just needs to confront that. I mean, is there anything else we can really address?
Yeah, but we don't have that much show, so let's just get him to stop stealing the pornography.
All right, so Monica is on the phone.
On the phone, Monica.
Hi.
What's happening now?
Well, he's stopped for a while.
But you didn't confront him about it.
Yes, I did.
And how did he react?
Well, I confronted him in a weird way because, okay, after that we had a family dinner, and for some reason, it's true, for some reason, my mom wasn't there, but we got into a big fight. I cannot fight. He can. He's like 3 times bigger than me, and so he started beating me up and everything. I had to call the police on him, and in my state there's a 3 strikes and you're out law. He got arrested once, and this is the 2nd time. And so after this incident, I told him, look, if you steal my porn again, I will call the police, and you'll get arrested the 3rd time. No matter what you did, you will be sent to juvenile hall, and that is the law that we have here in Minnesota. And so I confronted him after he beat me up that time, and since then he's left my stuff alone.
Does your mother know any of this?
Yes.
And, all right, so let's just recap here. He was stealing the porn, then he basically mugged you for porn. Like she was rolled for porn.
Mugging at home.
In her own home. Oh my God. Although, you know, the thing is anyone F's around with my porn, I have the strength of 20 men. Like when they're talking about the women with the, you know, car on top of their child and they get that strength, that's what I get, Herculean strength. Someone messes. In case any of you guys think about messing with my porn.
You have to get past your security system, though, first.
Yeah. It's like one of those big bamboo pits, you know, with the sharp things in it. It's like a Vietnam film. All right, so
I'm kind of overwhelmed here. So your brother's already...
I think she's got to move out of the house. She's 20. She's got more porn than she can carry. She's living with a potential felon.
A criminal,
A criminal over here.
I mean, brother needs a lot of help here. We were right. He is stealing, and he has sort of these antisocial tendencies. He's violent. I mean, your brother needs help, Monica. It's not about porn. It's about he's a disturbed young man.
It's just between me and him. Everything else that he does is fine. He's involved in a whole bunch of activities at school, including Christian activities and helping the poor, helping homeless people. He does. That's what he does for a living. He volunteers half of his time.
He beat you up at home?
Yes, he does.
Very Christian.
Not very Christian.
Yeah.
I know.
It ain't turning the other cheek, is it, Drew? No, it's smacking you in the ass is what it is.
All right, look, what can we say?
I think, all right, you're 20. I think it's time to fly the nest.
Yeah, get out of there. Yes, you did the right thing by confronting your brother. He is more than the average person in terms of being able to contain him. He's more than you should have to contend with in your home. It's time to move on and form your own living space outside of the home, okay?
I'm trying.
All right, good luck, Monica.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
The next one originally aired January of 1997. Chad Lowe was the guest. Javier is the caller. Turned on by guys in white tube socks.
Well, since I was in junior high school, in gym class, seeing white tube socks on guys really turned me on.
You like the guys with the gym socks?
Yes.
Well, see, now that's the way to go if you're going to pick a fetish. Pick something that everyone does that you can find, and, you know, you open the Sunday paper, there's a guy in his gym socks, you know? I mean, not that bizarre stuff where you have to, like, you know, climb a mountain and have sex with an iguana or something. This is a much more accessible fetish. I appreciate that. What is the question? I can talk myself into...
Do you like gym socks?
What are you wearing?
You.
It's on to me?
Yeah.
What are you wearing, actually? Are those gym socks?
These,
Just give Javier a tease.
well,
Come
actually, the producers gave me a little something for after the show. Restrain Javier. Yeah.
It's the look of the sock against the skin.
Oh, yeah, I'm down with that.
That just, something about that, something about the point where the sock ends and meets the skin that just makes me go bonkers.
It's the first time when you were at a certain sort of vulnerable age, when these arousal issues were starting to get recognized by you, and this somehow got thrown into the mix. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I mean, just enjoy it. What the heck?
Drew rarely gives people carte blanche on their fetishes, but for Javier, he made an exception.
Javier is here in the studio.
Javier, it's been a year.
Here's the thing about fetishes, though, is that usually people that have a fetish are disturbed about it. You don't really like having that fetish. You know it's something kind of wrong. And it's not something that's going to go away easily. Now, there's all kinds of theory and debate about what causes fetish. Basically, it is some sort of very heavy feeling you had developed at a vulnerable period of time, and the feeling was so threatening to you that you had to focus your attention elsewhere, quite literally. And it gets sort of hardwired into your sexual arousal and your preoccupation with very primitive kinds of biology and emotional elements. And there's nothing wrong with it, and it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Very often people with these kinds of fetishes can function well in other areas. Are you, we haven't let you speak yet.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
What do you mean we? You haven't yet.
Sorry.
I've been waiting.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I agree. Although the thing is, this fetish was never really a major issue in my life until recently. I've been seeing
Got a job at the Foot Locker.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Do you need the fetish to function sexually?
Let people enjoy the comedy for just a moment, could you please? Okay, go ahead.
Do you need the socks to function sexually? In other words, if the partner have to wear a certain kind of sock?
No, no, not necessarily. Of course not. It's a major turn-on.
But it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
What happened recently?
Well, the thing is that recently, somebody I've been in a relationship with for about 3 months, who I like very much, we get along, it's going well. Very preppy kind of person, into dark socks, argyle, and all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, that's all fine and wonderful.
Go with the black sock. You know, once you go black sock, you never go back.
You never go back to tubes.
But let's see.
And what about those little sock garters? Is that considered lingerie to you? Like the ones Mr. French would wear?
It's actually, it's probably pretty painful for you to talk about this, I bet.
No,
you're
it's,
right?
I mean, it's really okay because I never thought it was an issue, but here again, because of the, he knows about this, he knows about the white sock thing.
Yeah.
We joke about it, we laugh about it, it's fun and dandy, but it has recently become a bit of a turn-off, and I'm feeling a little bit guilty about that coming in the way of our relationship, and I wonder if, am I justified in having those kinds of feelings?
You can't second guess your feelings. Your feelings are your feelings. Yes, of course you should feel uncomfortable with something like this threatening a quality relationship. You've got to find a way to kind of work it out. But hopefully he'll help you with this and not to be obstinate about
Tell
it.
them to lighten up and put on a tube sock every once in a while.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Next is a show that aired in April of '97. Ali Walker was the guest. Travis was calling. He hurt his penis in a bicycle accident.
Travis.
Yes. Hello. When I was about 10 years old, I was riding my bike, and I was at the top of my driveway, and I was riding down the driveway, and I hit the garage door. It was on my sister's bike. You know how they don't have the bars underneath? Well, I was riding, and my penis got stuck between the gear shifters when I hit the because I did like what they call an endo, and I smashed across. I hit the garage door, and I went face forward. That was the first time I ever experienced that pain. What happened was a little blood blister formed at the tip. You know, right where the they call it the meatus or something.
Meatus, right.
Right at the tip, and it looked kind of like a little teeny tiny gobstopper sort of.
Can you have an erection normally?
Can I what?
Have erections normally?
Yeah.
And
it does hurt sometimes when I ejaculate.
Okay, and otherwise you urinate normally, just the spray?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many directions is that going in? Because you may want to put like something over the furniture or something.
Probably injured the urethra when you went through this accident. There may be some scarring and even narrowing now of the urethra. There may become a day where a doctor will have to go in there and sort of open things back up again.
All right, so it's been about, what, 10 months or so? 9 months, and I guess Travis is on the phone. Travis?
How you doing?
Good, and more importantly, how's the penis doing?
He's doing okay.
Fine.
Any change?
Can you put it on? We'll verify that over the phone.
What was that?
No, okay. Is there any change?
Not really. I haven't gone to the doctor or anything.
What happened? Why didn't you see a urologist or see a doctor about it?
I don't like the doctor, for one thing. I'm just scared of the doctor. My friend recommended I go to an acupuncturist, but I was just like, yeah, right, like I'm gonna let him stick a needle in it.
A lot of recommendations and not doing
Yeah, and I'm not sure where they'd put those pins either.
about.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a good idea. No. Sure, you got to go to the urologist, right?
I mean, look, you got to understand a few things. One is that young males are not used to going to the doctor. Young females learn very early they've got to go, and they get used to being put in all kinds of demeaned positions and come to live with that. Men need to understand they need to go too. If you have symptoms, even in embarrassing kinds of symptoms, doctors see stuff all the time. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to think it's weird. Urologists, this is their business, is repairing stuff like this. This is something that's going to be...
How many penises would you say urologist looks at in an average day?
Dozens and dozens.
Dozens of penis. And over years, millions. Millions of penis.
Possibly, but the point is you need
Peni.
And hopefully that your health won't be compromised because you feel uncomfortable with the doctor. Try to change doctors. Get somebody you feel like you can have a relationship with. Don't just compromise your health because you think it's uncomfortable. It's not a good enough excuse.
Yeah.
Let me explain life here for a second, Travis, so we don't have to go through this a year from now with another follow-up to the follow-up. You got to weigh your stuff out. I don't like doctors. Nobody likes going to the doctors. Nobody likes going to the dentist. Nobody likes going to work. No one likes anything, but you go to work. I want to nap, and if I could figure out the way to masturbate while I was napping, I think that would be my life. But we can't go through life that way. You go to work because you get paid. You go to the doctor because it's worse. The condition you have is worse than the trip to the doctor. Right. This is what you're weighing out. If you have a splinter, don't go to the doctor. If the penis is coming out like a lawn bird, you got to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
This is worse than the doctor.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah. Go to the doctor. Thank you, Travis.
I know that Drew goes to see her out and tries to be helpful and nurturing, and you bully him into it, and that'll get him there.
They need tough love, Diane. All right. Now my penis hurts, so I'm going to go soak my penis in something, and when we come back, we'll have Janeane Garofalo.
In this complicated and often calculating world of love and sex, a person can sometimes feel confused.
And sleeping with my stepbrother when he...
Curious.
She has this problem with body piercings. She gets off when I pull them, suck them, whatever.
Or just downright obsessed.
I don't want him to play with my butt anymore.
If you, a loved one, or household pet have questions, don't be embarrassed. Let LoveLine help. Adam, Dr. Drew, and some hip guests begin a new season of badgering advice-seeking callers. Weeknights at 11.
There's something on this ship.
Or where it is. But it will strike again. Right about now.
What the hell is that?
The girl from Ipanema.
Deep Rising. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
In the Charlestown Register tomorrow, they won't say the team missed the winning shot. They won't say the team made the winning shot. Just hope they spell your name right.
Look at that. Let me see.
What's got these guys so excited?
Unbelievable.
Player's Choice games for N64. Turok, Mario Kart, Wave Race, Star Fox.
Oh, man.
Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire, Cruising USA, and Super Mario.
I think I'm in love.
Each one of these great games is just $39.95.
What's going on here?
And each one is a million seller. Just look for the Player's Choice logo.
Got a positive vibration. Back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end. 100% pure love.
Hit the dance floor and get club hopping.
hopping will get you moving. Over 2 hours of non-stop energy from your favorite artists. That's 24 tracks on 2 brand new CDs, free with your paid subscription to Entertainment Weekly.
Baby, then you put your loving arms around me. This is your night, dancing free until the morning light.
You won't find these club hopping CDs in any store, so call now and get them free when you subscribe to Entertainment Weekly. Entertainment Weekly is your ultimate guide to popular culture, your inside track on trends, styles, and personalities, in-depth, intelligent, and up to the minute. Call now and get 30 issues for 4 monthly installments of only $5.99. That's almost 70% off the cover price. It's time to get hopping, so grab your credit card and call now to save on Entertainment Weekly and get 2 club hopping CDs free. Order right now and don't miss a beat.
Kids and parents, get ready for Kidstock, one of the largest children's music festivals in North America. Come sing and dance along with the nation's biggest children's recording artists. Kidstock begins at 11 a.m. February 1st at the Chicago Children's Museum on Navy Pier. ABC7 is proud to be part of Kidstock 98. Get in free with your paid admission to the Chicago Children's Museum. Kidstock, the generational event. We'll see you February 1st.
Are you afraid of the dark? Does your mom make you stand in the corner? Jade Dragon Tattoo has what you need. Attitude.
World-famous Jade Dragon Tattoo and Body Piercing, located at 5331 West Belmont, Chicago. It's awesome! World's biggest, best, and cleanest studio. 15 award-winning artists and endless designs to choose from. Brand new needles and ink for each person. Open every day, noon till 2 in the morning.
Ink up and pierce out at Jade Dragon Tattoo and Body Piercing. The leader in clean, safe body art.
Investigator. My name is Maddox. I saw a commercial for Nick at Night's TV Land. I was confused, so I started asking around. Some people thought TV Land was the same as Nick at Night. I don't understand. TV Land is a new and separate 24-hour basic cable network featuring some of the best shows ever made. You with me? The only problem is your cable company might not carry it, but there is something you can do. No, not in this case. You have to call your cable operator and say, "Take me to TV Land."
You can call us with your questions 24 hours a day. 213-520-LOVE. Long distance charges may apply.
All right, more LoveLine. It's time to bring out our guests. I've not met this woman before. Have you met Janeane before?
I have.
Oh, you have?
She'd been on the radio show before she was Janeane Garofalo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like in the old days.
Was she Janeane Garofalo or something?
That's what she said. What was my name then?
Oh, really? So you know her? I've always wanted to meet her.
She's
so
very nice.
Why don't we just get to it? Janeane Garofalo. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having.
And what a joy. Nothing to plug.
Right.
Most people, I mean, here's how the game works for those who don't know it. You come on the show because you have something, whether it's Leno or Letterman or whatever it is.
Right.
You come on because you have a project, a book, or a 900 number or whatever.
I have nothing.
But Janeane has nothing to plug and just came on. Why did you come on this show?
Very.
I don't mean that in a mean way.
I don't know. No, I didn't take it in a mean way. I don't know. It was on my itinerary.
Oh, good.
Like when I got an itinerary because I'm here to do some other things, and LoveLine was on it, and I went, oh, all right, yeah, I know Dr. Drew.
Yeah. Well,
I was on the show before I was Janeane Garofalo.
How long ago were you on the radio show?
Ben Stiller's show, and that was like in 1991, and then did it again like in '92.
And what?
Back in the day.
What is it? And do you want to talk about clay pigeons?
Oh, okay. I got a movie coming out with Vince Vaughn and Joaquin Phoenix called Clay Pigeons.
And what is it?
It's basically I play an FBI agent who's tracking the wrong man. It's basically a story about Joaquin's character who's made bad choices in his life, which lead him to be misidentified as a serial killer.
All right, well, let's take some questions. Go to the audience. We'll speak to Rudy, Kevin, and Joe, all 19.
Triplets. Oh, you're not related.
You're close.
You're really lucky.
Are they?
They're triplets.
Right?
Oh, they are. Yeah.
You don't know
Oh,
what this...
you are triplets.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I thought you were
triplets.
just like frat guys because they all look alike.
All right. We live together. We work together. We go to school together. We basically spend most of our time together. And when we're away from each other, like we kind of miss the whole brother bond thing. The problem is that the girls that we date or something, they get jealous of our brotherhood, our bond, and we just want to know, like, yeah, that they get jealous, and usually we break it off or they break it off because of the jealousy. The question I'm having is it normal for triplets to have that close of a bond, and how can we get the girls to understand the bond that we have, and we still have a decent relationship?
You have triplets.
Yes.
Oh.
This is killing me. This is like, you know, it takes my breath
but they
away.
hate each other.
No.
Oh,
Well, there's two boys, and I got 2 boys and a girl, and we've gone way out of our way to try to make 3 separate individuals. I'm not sure they would.
Last time I saw them, they're all dressed alike, and the girl was dressed in a man's wig.
But
what are you talking about?
But I'm interested. How did your parents raise you guys like a real tight-knit unit?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's
yeah.
why.
And so it's really been hard. I'm sure it's hard to be a separate individual for you guys. I mean, you've never been without each other since birth.
But do you talk like that on dates? You take segments?
You know
I can
what?
see how that'd be off-putting to the ladies.
It is. When we've had this conflict in our family, what to do? You know, should they be in the same school, in the same classroom? How much do you nurture the bond amongst triplets? Which is really something special. I got to tell you, it is breathtaking to see the closeness. But if it becomes too tightly enmeshed, you lose the individuality. And I would advise you guys to try spending time apart as much as you can. Learn to be apart. Even though you may not like it, you need to develop yourself separate from each other. That bond will be there. That's never going away. I'm telling you something.
But don't you think when one of you meets your dream girl that you'll sort of break up the trio and take off for a little solo career?
Yeah, usually we meet the girls at the same time because we're always around, so I don't know.
How do they know who to go out with?
That's the problem.
I'll take the guy with the short hair, the guy with the short hair, the guy with the short hair. With the Gap shirt on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the guy with the Gap shirt, the short hair.
I think you gotta break it up a little bit. I mean, just a little bit.
I'm just picturing the date with like the one girl across the table and they're all 3 on this side of the table and she's on this side of the table. It's a funny visual if you think about it that way.
But I think unless you guys learn to have separate lives, it's going to be very hard for you to develop good relationships with your own in your own new families you eventually establish. So the girls are kind of right. I mean, they're telling you something. Not to say you should break the trio up, but that you need to begin sort of separating a little bit as much as you can. As scary as it might be, the bond is still there, and kind of drift off a little bit into your own spheres if you possibly can, especially when you develop relationships with a woman. Try to be sensitive to the fact that she'll be threatened by this bond and that she may feel jealous that a lot of that energy is going to the brothers rather than to her.
One of you is going to have to go gay. I just realized it's the only way to really break up this triumvirate here is one has to turn gay.
And one should go celibate.
Play like a big rock,
Monastic
paper,
order.
scissor thing. See, I don't know who's going to go, but all right, so break it up, right, Drew?
A little bit.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for the question. Great.
Take care.
Yeah, I'm imagining my kids as teenagers. It's just,
All right, let's go to the LoveLine Igloo, where Desiree stands, ready to ask her question. Desiree?
Hi. Hi, Andy. Hi, Dr. Drew.
Hey.
Desiree?
Hi. Okay, this is my question. Okay, me and my boyfriend will be like having sex, you know, and he'll be like going to the left, going to the right, going around, and then he'll like, you know, he'll like go downtown and everything, and then like this weird noise will happen, like, I guess when he's going to the left and going to the right, air gets trapped up in there, and then this weird kind of a fluff happens, and it's usually just embarrassing.
It sounds like gas.
No, it's not.
It sounds like he's playing basketball, or
It's
she's
the
talking
other
about sex.
kind.
Going to the left, she's going to go downtown. Did she say that? Goes downtown.
He's driving hard to the... I think it's sort of like a whoopee vagina or something. It makes that horrible noise.
is that what you're talking about, Desiree?
Yeah, that plunger. noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
There's two things. First of all, that's normal. I mean, air, it's exposed to the environment. Air can get in, and air can then escape, and it can be normal. Some women can actually control this themselves. And there's people have some. Janine's saying yes.
No, I was just nodding. I was just saying, yeah, they can.
And some, we've had this question occasionally on the radio. People get concerned that somehow air up in that area is going to kill them. There's an urban legend. It's actually not even an urban legend. It's a fact that one time a woman had air forced into the vagina. It caused an embolus into the pelvic vein that went to the lung. And it has been recorded, but it's not as though something is likely to happen. Yeah, I know. I think it did. Yeah. I believe it did.
Can you imagine having to explain that to
I was going to say she died of embarrassment.
Oh
my God.
So this.
But that's not going to happen to her now that we've.
No, but you know the problem is, here's the problem. When you're making love. Oh, you know I hate that term so much. When you're getting it on, it's
the L word.
It's you have kind of your game face on, and everyone's kind of. You don't want to laugh. You don't want to crack a smile. It's very passionate. It's very serious. And then all of a sudden, there's comes flying out, and you can't keep a straight face, and then someone starts laughing, and before you know it, you're both standing in front of the refrigerator.
All right, but it's normal. She shouldn't be embarrassed about it. They should talk about it.
You just get the dark side of the moon on the stereo and crank it up real loud, and that way you can't hear anything.
Thank you, Desiree.
All right, see, glad we could help.
Thanks, Desiree. Good question. Good question. Good question.
We're going to go to break. I'm going to let a little air out of a different place, and we'll be back.
This is your verse right here, okay? There's going to be a camera down there. Take a look at that camera, give it a smile and walk, okay? Have attitude, walk, smile. You're here. There's a mosh pit there. If you want to look down at the kids and smile, that would be great. To freak out if you smiled at them. Okay, cut the camera. Cut it.
Fashionably Loud, where rock takes the runway. Sunday at 8.
Your 5 senses will be magnified 10 times over.
Thanks to a miracle of science, Daryl Witherspoon is about to go from normal to super. Damn! But every experiment has its side effects.
Excuse me, sir. Can you show me where the suits are? Young blind brother, I'm gonna fix you up real good. Excuse me?
Marlon Wayans, David Spade.
Is this your first time?
No, that's time.
It's okay.
Senseless. Rated R. Starts Friday, February 20th, everywhere.
This is where I work. These are my co-workers. Those are my customers. And that's me. Employee number 8. I make baskets.
Warning, the following offer is for mature audiences only. Exciting, mysterious, intense, graphic, provocative, raw. This is no ordinary animation. This is the exotic, bizarre, and beautiful world of Japanese anime. And this is your invitation to enter with the modern classic Akira. Critics say Akira makes Blade Runner look like Disney World. It's action-packed, the future of animation. Siskel and Ebert call it the video pick of the week. Akira is yours for only $4.95 with subscription when you order the Best of Japanese Animation Collection Series. With these state-of-the-art sci-fi classics, you will enter a world beyond imagination, a future out of control, and an experience you will never forget. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Call 1-800-414-3355 now to order Akira for only $4.95 plus $3.79 shipping and handling. Future volumes are $19.95 plus shipping. Mature audiences only.
Over 2 million people made Ultimate Dance Party 1997 the hottest dance album of the year. That is, until now.
What is love?
Arist's Ultimate Dance Party 1998, the all-new follow-up to Ultimate Dance Party 1997, has even more of the hits you want to hear. 18 explosive tracks on one collection unlike any other. Ultimate Dance Party 1998 is available right now through this incredible TV offer. Cassette $12.98, CD $17.98.
Break my heart. Say you love me.
Don't be thrown by wannabes. This is the one, the only, the Ultimate Dance Party 1998. Order it now and keep the party moving.
It's MTV's NBA All-Star Saturday.
I wonder if I made the wrong decisions with my life.
First, it's Top Jams of the 90s, NBA edition at 1.
Maybe I could have been an NBA All-Star.
Then that night, Puff Daddy's throwing a monster NBA bash with a live show featuring Missy Elliott, Maze, Timbaland and Magoo, and a special performance by Puffy. That's Top Jams of the 90s at 1 and Puffy's NBA All-Star Bash at 11:30 next Saturday on MTV.
Hey, Tom Arnold here, and you're watching LoveLine on MTV.
You can email us at loveline3@aol.com. Please include your phone number.
All right, more LoveLine with Janeane Garofalo, and Ken is on the phone. Ken is 19. Good, what do you want?
All right, one night, I came home from a party. I was pretty drunk. My roommate and I had bunk beds, and I wasn't feeling up to climb into my bed, so I fell asleep in his. Later that night, his girlfriend came in. She climbed into bed with me. She started kissing my neck. One thing led to another, and we slept together.
And she knew it was you?
I don't think she knew it was me, because after that time, she never said anything about it. We never talked about it.
Was she drunk too at the time?
Yeah, she was definitely noticeably drunk. I thought everything was gonna be fine. I thought the whole thing would blow over. But the other day, my roommate came in and told me his girlfriend's pregnant.
Uh-oh.
So now I don't know whether I should tell my roommate.
Where was your roommate during this? Where was your roommate?
He was out at another party.
Where?
At another party.
He was at another party.
Okay, I was going to say he's from Boston. He is from Boston. Oh, he's at a party. He was laughing.
All right, Drew, does this smell bogus?
Yes, it does.
I was going to say that sounds like fake.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound right. I mean, you would be. I don't get the feeling that you're as disturbed as somebody would be if this had actually happened.
I mean, me and my roommate have, shared girls in the past.
He's trying to tell us how disturbed he is, but I don't feel it.
Yeah, but it's hard to get that affect with the Bostonian accent.
I know, yeah.
It doesn't
That might
come
be just
across.
All right, well, let's treat it as though we're the real thing. All right, why not?
Right,
Because people do funny stuff. What is do you have a relationship with the woman?
No, I'm not. I mean, well, he was only going out with her for about a month, and I really didn't care for her too much, but.
Is he not going out with her now?
No, he's still going out with her.
Who was going out with her for a month?
My roommate.
See, part of the reason I don't believe this is
he won't answer the question.
Well, part of the reason is what is he asking us for? Nothing.
Does he
There's no question here.
No, he wants to know if he should tell his roommate that he slept with the girl.
No, that's ridiculous. That's not what you're asking. You got to go talk to this girl. This is possibly your child with her, and you need to settle that score with her. Find out. First of all, you need to find out whether or not she knows she slept with you, which I'm sure she does, whether she was loaded or not. That I can't imagine that somebody would not know what they're doing to that extent. You'll find out when you talk to her. Then you have to find out what she's going to do with this child and get a sense of whether or not it's yours. It's about this woman and her pregnancy, not about you and your roommate right now. And you need to settle it with her. And nothing we can say is going to change that. You need to go talk with her.
And then you need to transfer to Kentucky and go to school for 5 years so that at the end of that period we can't understand a word you're saying.
At all.
Can you imagine that? Oh my God. All right. Greg is on the phone.
Greg.
I've been dating my girlfriend for 4 months now, and we haven't had sex, but every time we try to have sex, I fantasize about other women, about posters in my room. When we have foreplay, I'm initially erect, but when we're about to have sex, I go soft. So my question is, how can I maintain an erection by concentrating on my girlfriend and only on her?
So even if, see, you're erect during the foreplay, but when it comes time for the fornicating, you go late. And you couldn't glance back up at the Barbie Twins poster one more time before you
That actually probably
go in there?
might not help.
What?
Different.
You guys have anything to add?
I would think that he's not particularly attracted to his current girlfriend, and I would think it's. And also, he's hung up on the culture of posters and the objectification of women and all of that.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
But see, that's what he can tolerate.
That's what he's used to. He can be attracted to that, to deal with a woman whose life is
a real
there,
person
who could
is
hurt
overwhelming
him.
and potentially painful and frightening, and that's what he can't deal with. So he has to go back to these objectified images, but he keeps getting drawn back into a woman, which is a scary proposition, and things don't work then.
He's only 18. How long have you been dating her?
4 months.
4 months. So you're just passing the threshold of you're starting to get pretty close to her?
Yeah.
Have you ever had this happen before?
Yeah, before. Several times.
This always happens to you then, with women?
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex with her?
No.
And is there a strong religious background in your family, or?
No.
No. And do you have any sense of what's triggering this?
Not really.
Are you on any medications?
Yeah.
What are you taking?
Prozac.
Okay, that's what's doing it. Prozac can affect sexual functioning in all kinds of ways. It can decrease your libido, change your orgasmic function, change your erectile function. I know we went all kinds of different ways with this, but bottom line is...
See, so objectifying women is good. I think it's what we've come full circle, right? It's now okay?
Get Janeane, please, get him.
No, I was going to say that the poster thing is dangerous. In our culture, it's a dangerous thing, our whole culture of worshiping the paper image of women. That's always bad, but I didn't know the Prozac was part of it, and he's only 18, which means intimacy can be overwhelming. And have you ever had sex yet, ever, with anyone?
No.
Well, that also is so daunting. Yeah. That's really scary.
Greg, here's the deal. There's Cerazone is a serotonin reuptake inhibitor like Prozac, tends to cause less of this sexual dysfunction. Wellbutrin is a different class of antidepressant that will also sometimes enhance the sexual functioning. And so you go talk to your doctor. There may be alternatives for you, okay? Thank you.
All right, Greg. Let's kiss Drew's ass for just 1 second here, because Drew, do you know of any of these calls before we hear them at this current time?
No.
No. And he'll go on about heart conditions, and guy's got a testy in the small of his back. Drew's going to work it out. He's going on about 15 different medications. It's not, though, he's briefed in the back and has got some sort of teleprompter.
All right, we got Lucy on the phone now. Lucy.
I've been dating this guy for about 6 months. A week ago, I found out he uses jars of peanut butter and raw steaks to masturbate with. I really think this is weird, but even first doesn't have to look at him anymore. I don't know if this is the tip of the iceberg. You know, I have no problem with masturbation, but I really want to know if this is normal.
This guy drops his pants and the horn of plenty just rolls out of there. It's like...
I've heard about raw meat before. I've heard about that. You have?
Yeah, that's for a black guy, though.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's like a farmer's market this guy has in his shorts. All right, Lucy, we'll get to the bottom of this culinary problem right after the break.
In this complicated and often calculating world of love and sex, a person can sometimes feel confused.
I'm sleeping with my stepbrother when he...
Curious.
She has this problem with body piercings. She gets off when I pull them, suck them, whatever.
Or just downright obsessed.
I don't want him to play with my butt anymore.
If you, a loved one, or household pet have questions, don't be embarrassed. Let LoveLine help. Adam, Dr. Drew, and some hip guests begin a new season of badgering advice-seeking callers. Weeknights at 11.
I'd made her my addiction, and it had always been that way.
People change.
I don't believe it.
20th Century Fox invites you to the most provocative event of the year. Ethan Hawke, Gwyneth Paltrow, with Anne Bancroft and Robert De Niro. Newsweek calls Great Expectations wildly romantic.
Ain't love grand.
Rolling Stone magazine says Paltrow and Hawke are dazzling.
Everything I do it for you.
Great Expectations, rated R. Now playing only in theaters.
Beauty, adventure, drama. All these and more can be yours in the wonderful world of art. And With this free art test from Art Instruction Schools, you can find out if you have the interest and desire needed to become a serious art student. To get your free art test without cost or obligation, call this toll-free number. Don't delay. Call this toll-free number now. Call 1-800-237-3000.
Got a positive vibration. Back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end. 100% pure love.
Hit the dance floor and get club hopping. Club hopping will get you moving. Over 2 hours of non-stop energy from your favorite artists. That's 24 tracks on 2 brand new CDs, free with your paid subscription to Entertainment Weekly.
Baby, then you put your loving arms around me. This is your night, dancing free until the morning light.
You won't find these club hopping CDs in any store, so call now and get them free when you subscribe to Entertainment Weekly. Entertainment Weekly is your ultimate guide to popular culture, your inside track on trends, styles, and personalities, in-depth, intelligent, and up to the minute. Call now and get 30 issues for 4 monthly installments of only $5.99. That's almost 70% off the cover price. It's time to get hopping. So grab your credit card and call now to save on Entertainment Weekly and get 2 club hopping CDs free. Order right now and don't miss a beat.
Trust me. Come with me if you want to live.
You keep saying you got something for me. You've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'. These boots are made for walking.
Your neighbors are nice, huh? Chucky's finally got a kid his age to play with.
He seems to have fun playing over there.
Kind of like it too.
If your kids play at a friend's house, please find out if the parents have a handgun.
Whoa. That's nice being alone for a change.
If you'd like to be in our audience, you can call us at 213-896-3035. Long distance charges may apply.
All right, back with the Love Line. Janeane Garofalo is our guest, and we left off with Lucy. Lucy's 26. Lucy's boyfriend masturbates with stuff you can find in the fridge, right?
Lucy?
Yes.
Okay.
And how did you find this out?
A friend of his told me, and I did confront him, and, you know, he had no problem telling me.
That he has done
Kill
this.
this guy.
He had done this on one occasion.
No, I think he does it pretty often.
Regularly.
You know, I don't know. I'm worried about him doing other weird things. You know, I've heard that he has dated younger girls, like 13, 14.
Wait, what?
He's gone out with younger girls.
Right.
He's cheating on you, in other words. With
No.
underage?
No, she's saying he has
Before.
dated 13 and 14-year-olds. At the age of
before.
26, he dated 13 and 14-year-olds?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like a loser, man. Like a yeah.
Let's just go over the checklist here. He's
Masturbates with peanut butter and meats.
he's right. He's
and
dating
dates preteens.
preteens.
I'd say those are two big red flags that you're dating a loser.
I'm either to break up with him or if it's
Have you had a problem choosing decent characters in the past?
No.
This is a new thing.
Yeah.
And
That's
how,
really shocking to me.
how long have you been dating him?
6 months.
6 months is a long time.
That's a long time.
You'd think you'd know more about the guy than...
You get a gut feeling about a guy who's been humping the chub pack for a while. At least I do. It's just a little spidey sense starts tingling.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? He's been tenderizing the beef a little too much.
Now, you know, guys, you've explained to me that guys do a lot of weird stuff in their masturbatory habits. And your friend Louise told me some things about you, too.
Oh, for sake. I can't believe that guy.
Yeah, and so it's not that's so, although...
Yeah, the masturbation thing, in all honesty, I think if he is honest about it when you confronted him with him and it's not some huge thing or he hasn't brought it into your relationship, I don't think that's incredibly out there.
It doesn't mean it's not a red flag. It's just kind of
No, but the
weird.
13-year-old thing is it's enough for a double red flag. So
Yeah,
I was
that's out of line.
going to
But,
co-opt the peanut butter and use the
Yeah,
13
it's like he
for a
has
red flag.
it's like a Gallagher concert in this guy's he's got the schlongomatic. He's all right.
So we're just suspicious about the guy. She needs to keep her wits about her and maybe get out of this relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
That's
now.
all those calories she picks up every time she gives him.
All right, come on. This is now, look, we've got the Via phone.
Oh, the Via phone. Yeah, everybody. Hey, it's this thing. It's a Via phone, and it's down at USC and Meg.
Via TV phone.
Oh, Via TV phone, yeah. So you screw me up. Meg, what's going on?
How are you guys today?
Good.
Well, I've got a kind of problem with my roommate here. I like to have sex, and she's having a problem with it because, you know, she says that there's a different guy every night in my room, and, you know, she calls me an nymphomaniac and that kind of stuff, and she's trying to get me kicked out of my room.
Hold on, is she the despondent one over your right shoulder?
No.
She looks blindfolded, too.
She looks like a man. That's not her. That's not her. That's not your roommate, is it, sitting there?
Oh, no, that's one of my friends.
All right. Well, he's got an axe and he's coming up behind you. Oh, that's good TV. You got to plan something like that.
I think that your roommate has a point only in, not that sexuality is a bad thing, but security issues are a bad thing. A different guy in the room every night, depending on how comfortable. It's a gender issue. I don't think that's a morality issue.
It's a limit issue and a respect issue for people's living space. I mean, this is where this woman, your roommate has to live.
Her boyfriend comes over, though.
Her boyfriend comes over?
Yeah, every once in a while.
But this comes back to the safety issue that you're talking about. It's a safety issue, I think.
Yeah, at first I thought sometimes it's sour grapes when somebody's not getting any action and the roommate is just
I don't think that's the case
going
there
to
now.
town. No, she has a boyfriend. I thought at first that may have been the situation, but and maybe it is just a safety issue.
Right, and it's just waking up every morning and there's people you don't know in your room is a problem. I mean, you might know them, but she doesn't at all. Sometimes in college situations particularly, you need to set up some sort of boundaries and standards.
Yes.
Who gets what nights, how often this can happen, and beyond that, you are not being a good roommate.
Right. It's a roommate issue, not so much an issue of what it is you're doing. It's the fact that this stuff is going on in a way that she finds unlivable, and you have to find a compromise and set limits and rules and agree to live by them so you guys can live in peace together.
Here's the deal, by the way, when you have a roommate who you don't get along with. You can't put the hammer down on them if you guys are going to be stuck together for another couple of years or a semester or whatever the hell it is. You have to just kind of, you know, stay out of there as much as possible, give them their space, and then grab a new roommate and move the first opportunity you can. Or just start humping on the frat guy's lawn or something. Don't bring it into the dorm each time.
You live a life of chagrin.
He does. That's all he does.
All right, Duck Jaw.
Thank you, Meg.
Wear out your vertebrae in your neck from just going, oh. All right. Well, on a sad chagrin note, we're out of time. I want to thank Janeane Garofalo for coming out and not logging anything. I want to This is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
LoveLine is a Stone Stanley production. Yeah. Cool.
Free Spirit jeans. Go ahead, try them on. The most comfortable fit for men and women. 1-800